Hey guys, John Fibonacci here, and today I'm going to show you how to write an essay using ChatGPT, but without getting caught. So the first thing I'm going to do is head over to ChatGPT, and the first prompt I'm going to write is this: write me an outline for an essay on whatever. So what I've done here is I wrote out the prompt, write me an outline for an essay on the United States Civil War. And this is what it printed off: introduction, causes of the Civil War, course of the Civil War, social and economic impacts of the Civil War, consequences of the Civil War, and a conclusion. So it printed us an outline that we can use for an essay. And the second thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to obviously start writing our paper. So the introduction, background information on the United States Civil War. We can get ChatGPT to write us a paragraph on this. So what we're going to do now is we want some background information on the United States Civil War. So we're going to put that into the box, but we're going to write out, write me background information on the United States Civil War. Cycle through that and take what you want. So you can copy and paste that into a Word document. So what I've done here is I've copied and pasted exactly what ChatGPT gave us, and I pasted it into Grammarly. Now, you don't necessarily have to have a paid version of Grammarly, but it will still help you out with spell check and some grammar issues. All right, so now we've got this cleaned up. We fixed our edits that Grammarly gave us, and now we're going to take this and we're able to put it into a Word document and start our paper. Now, to continue writing on paper, we're going to need some more paragraphs. So when we come back to our summary, that second bullet point here, background of the Civil War, we're going to put into ChatGPT to write me a paragraph about the background of the Civil War. All right, so it's generated another paragraph for us, but you want to be aware that if it's giving us the same information more than once, you're going to want to delete that sentence. All right, you got to do some editing yourself. Think of ChatGPT like a cane. A cane will help you walk, but you still have to do the walking. So ChatGPT is just like that. You're still going to have to put in a lot of the work, but ChatGPT is just going to assist you with that. Then I'm going to have ChatGPT write me a paragraph about each point that it gave me. So the next prompt is going to be write me a paragraph, or a short paragraph, long paragraph, however you want to do it, about the key events and battles of the United States Civil War. Then it's going to print me another paragraph. Okay, so in here, it actually wrote quite a bit. So there's a big chunk of information. Take what you want, leave what you don't. So since one of the key points that the outline went over was key people that played a role. So for example, one of the names it gave us was Abraham Lincoln. So the next prompt I'm going to use is write me a short paragraph about Abraham Lincoln and his role in the Civil War. Then it's going to produce this. I did another prompt, write me a short paragraph about Robert E. Lee and his role in the Civil War. Got another paragraph. And the third and final name was Ulysses S. Grant. Write me a short paragraph on Ulysses S. Grant and his role in the Civil War. And we got our third paragraph. So after the important people were written about, those three paragraphs, I went and did the next prompt, write me a long and detailed paragraph about the impact and consequences of the United States Civil War. Use a college level writing style and an informative tone. It produced this nice bulk information. Again, you can scan this, go through it, take what you want, leave what you don't, because it may end up giving you a paragraph that you already have. But chances are it's going to give you something more to work with. And the last prompt that I gave ChatGPT was turn all the previous responses into an essay. Now, it didn't write all that much, but it did give me an introduction, preservation of the Union and abolition of slavery, economic transformations, social and political changes, redefinition of federal power, and even gave me a conclusion paragraph. So if I copied and pasted, this is what I have: about 6 pages of content. That's Times New Roman, 12 font at a double space. You have 1,846 words, and you have all of your references. Now, since the references, you're going to have to double check. You're going to have to go in here and look at each reference. So that's going to be provided from ChatGPT. You can either use that reference or find the same information using a more credible reference and go from there. But If you have an outline to go off of, then that's what you want to follow. Certain rules about length or word count, you know, that you're going to have to finesse on your own. But what we did is we made ChatGPT give us an outline, and then we had it give us paragraphs about each section of the outline that it gave us: introduction, body paragraphs, conclusions, and all of that information. So make sure you spell check, make sure you check your references, and listen, do not get a grade better than your current average grade. If you are a D student, don't get an A+ paper. If you're a B student, try to get a C or a B paper. All right, so you're gonna have to purposely get a lower grade if that's what you intend on using it for. I don't recommend that. I recommend, you know, following an ethical code. Don't do anything unethical. But if you ever need help writing a paper, here you have it. So in a short summary, what I would do is use ChatGPT for the bulk of the information. I would use Grammarly for the spell check, grammar, and punctuation check. I would double check the references and use appropriate sources. I would check the instructions for word count and paper length or even format. And then I would upload to a plagiarism checker so you don't get caught for plagiarism. All right, you've made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it useful. If you found it valuable, consider subscribing for more videos and consider smashing that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.